Welcome to Life Podcast as we journey through the Bible. Today we are on the final chapter of the book of Proverbs, and that is Proverbs chapter 31. Proverbs 31 was written by King Lemuel, and it says, "The sayings of King Lemuel contain this message which his mother taught him. O my son, O son of my womb, O son of my vows, do not waste your strength on women, on those who ruin kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, to guzzle wine. Rulers should not crave alcohol. For if they drink, they may forget the law and not give justice to the oppressed. Alcohol is for the dying, and wine for those in bitter distress. Let them drink to forget their poverty and remember their troubles no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and the helpless and see that they get justice." And then from verse 10 to verse 31, we see the characteristics of a wife of noble character, which are these. But before I read that, the Life Application Bible Study gives a very good explanation of verses 10 to 31, and it says, Proverbs has a lot to say about women. How fitting that the book ends with a picture of a woman of strong character, great wisdom, many skills, and great compassion. Some people have the mistaken idea that the ideal woman in the Bible is retiring, servile, and entirely domestic. Not so. This woman is an excellent wife and mother. She is also a manufacturer, importer, manager, realtor, farmer, seamstress, upholsterer, and merchant. Her strength and dignity do not come from her amazing achievements. However, they are a result of her reverence for God. In our society, where physical appearance counts for so much, it may surprise us to realize that her appearance is never mentioned. Her attractiveness comes entirely from her character. So let us read. Who is this wife of noble character? And it says, who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust her, and she will greatly enrich his life. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She finds wool and flax and busily spins it. She is like a merchant ship, bringing her food from afar. She gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servant girls. She goes to inspect a field and buys it. With her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She is energetic and strong, a hard worker. She makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night. In other words, she's a hard-working woman. Her hands are busy spinning thread, her fingers twisting fiber. She extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. She has no fear of winter for her household, for everyone has warm clothes. In other words, she has planned ahead. She makes her own bedspreads. She dresses in fine linen and purple gowns. Her husband is well known at the city gates, where he sits with other civic leaders. She makes belted linen garments and sashes to sell to the merchants. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. When she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions with kindness. She carefully watches everything in her household and suffers nothing from laziness. Her children stand and bless her. Her husband praises her. There are many virtuous and capable women in the world, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty does not last, but a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. Reward her for all she has done. Let her deeds publicly declare her praise. And that was Proverbs 31 verses in which you learn so many things. But the highlight for me is focusing on the character of the noble woman from verse 10 all the way to verse 31. But as we wind up the book of Proverbs, I want to leave you with this, a very good explanation from Life Application Bible Study, and it says the book of Proverbs begins with the command to fear the Lord. That was Proverbs 1 verse 7, and ends with a picture of a woman who fulfills this command. Her qualities are mentioned throughout the book: hard work, fear of God, respect for spouse, foresight, encouragement, care for others, concern for the poor, wisdom in handling money. These qualities, when coupled with fear of God, lead to enjoyment, success, honor, and worth. Proverbs is practical for us because it shows how to become wise, make good decisions, and live according to God's ideal. That was the book of Proverbs, a book that has been teaching us on how to live life, instructions on daily living. And my prayer is that each and every one of us will live according to the words of this book. When it comes to quarreling, how to handle your children, to discipline them, hard work, each and every lesson that we learn from the book of Proverbs will help us in our day-to-day lives. So I hope that you have been blessed by the book of Proverbs. And as we wind up the year 2023 and start another year, I pray that God will bless you to live your life according to his promises, according to his word, and that you will bring glory and honor unto God. I wish you a Merry Christmas and may you have a prosperous 2024. God bless you.